Some more news from Hilton Grand Vacations and what it might mean regarding their merger and integrated program with Diamond Resorts. They're increasing the number of club points Hilton Grand Vacation owners get from their vacation ownership. Let's talk all about it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. Before we jump into this video about Hilton Grand Vacations and what they've done, the email they sent out to owners talking about increasing the number of club points that owners get from their Hilton Grand Vacation Club ownership, I first want to let you know on this channel, I provide my knowledge, tips, and advice to help you get the most from your timeshare ownership. And I also do videos like this, timeshare news, and some timeshare commentary as well. If that's the kind of stuff you want to see, be sure to stick around, hit that subscribe button down below, and also click on that notification bell, and you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. So let's talk about this. Hilton Grand Vacations just sent out an email to their owners talking about how they're adjusting the number of club points that they get for the timeshare weeks that they own with Hilton Grand Vacations. So what exactly are they doing? On February the 24th, Hilton Grand Vacations is changing the number of points allotted to membership vacation ownership interests and also the number of points required to make reservations. So they're increasing the number of points you get if you're a Hilton Grand Vacations owner, but don't worry, they're also increasing the number of points it takes to reserve something. So you're not getting anything more out of this. Essentially getting the same, it just looks different when you're looking at the numbers because they're higher numbers. But yeah, what they're doing is club points, bonus points, and saved points. The adjustment will increase the number of points by 60%. So whatever you might own with Hilton Grand Vacations, just multiply that by 1.6, and it will give you essentially what the new amount is. Some of the standard amounts that Hilton Grand Vacations uses is 5,000 points will now be 8,000 points. 7,000 points is now 11,200. 8,400 will be 13,440, and if you look at a 9,600, it's 15,360. So essentially just a 60% increase in the number of points that you get for your ownership week. But then also, same number of points are still required to reserve that same week in the club booking period. So keep that in mind. You're not getting really any more timeshare ownership out of this, just the number of points is being adjusted upwards. So now why are they doing this? Why do we think they're doing this? Of course, it is for a future plan to bring Diamond Resorts, Hilton Vacation Club, Hilton Grand Vacations together into kind of one more cohesive system. This change right now, of course, does not provide the ability to book between Hilton Grand Vacations resorts or Diamond Resorts. There is still no cross-booking program, but they have said, and we know they are working on that, and some rumors about the name of that. Well, not actually rumors, because this information has actually been on paperwork provided to people at sales presentations with Hilton Grand Vacations. Is the name of the new program might just be called HGV Max. I kind of confused that with HBO Max. I wonder if that's where they got the name. But anyway, HGV, Hilton Grand Vacations Max, kind of what we're thinking that new program will be called. And there will be a fee, a cost, maybe additional purchase to buy into such a program. What those fees are, how much they'll cost, we really have no idea. But I am sure when the time comes, they will let Hilton Grand Vacations owners and Diamond Resorts owners know what those costs are so they can buy in, buy more points, do whatever it is they need to do to make more money to pay for this acquisition. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to be looking at a number of different scenarios, some specific resorts in both Diamond Resorts and Hilton Grand Vacations, seeing how they compare if you're wanting to use points to book between the two of them when that opportunity arises later on, depending on whatever that cost might be. So one question you might be asking is, why is Hilton Grand Vacations amounts going up instead of DRI point values coming down? And that's probably just because nobody wants their points to decrease, even though there's really no material change here in the physical ownership. it just doesn't look as good on paper. Another thing is Diamond Resorts has a number of collections, technically trusts, with declared inventory and a declared number of points recorded with most likely the Orange County Comptroller, the recorder there in Orange County, Florida, where they've created land trusts with, like I said, declared inventory. Just makes it a lot more difficult to change the point values for Diamond Resorts versus Hilton's exchange program, essentially their club. They can kind of change those points around however they wish because Hilton Grand Vacations does not have a trust-based product. So that's kind of the two reasons why I think Hilton points are going up, and also looks good. Hilton owners thinking, yay, I'm getting more points, even though, like I said, materially no difference. Okay, so now let's look at these adjusted point values and just a few scenarios here of how one might be able to book between the two systems when and if that comes along. And the first place we're going to look at is in the Carolinas. We have Diamond Resorts Beach Woods Resort in the Outer Banks, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. A 2-bedroom lock-off. Peak season is 12,000 points. Now let's just go a little bit south of there, and we're going to look at Ocean Oak, a Hilton Grand Vacation Club on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. And they actually have 2-bedroom units that are currently 7,000 points. That's going to convert to 11,200. So you can see there, a 2-bedroom converted from 11,200 would not be able to get you into Beach Woods Resort in Kitty Hawk. But a 2-bedroom plus at 8,400 does get you 13,440. Those obviously probably a little bit more comparable. Now I'm not looking at the quality of the resorts here. I did look at some pictures online of these resorts, and obviously Ocean Oak, the quality, at least from those pictures, looks to be far exceeding that of Beach Woods Resort. Now, if we go to Orlando and we look at Tuscany Village and SeaWorld, just looking at a 2-bedroom there, 7,000 points or 11,200. Comparing that to Grand Beach, which is a Diamond Resort, another 2-bedroom unit. These are all peak season, high season times of year. Grand Beach is 9,500. Cypress Point is 7,500. So you can definitely switch, trade between the two of them. Obviously, like I said, quality of the resorts, I'm not taking that into consideration at all. But from what I understand, Tuscany Village and SeaWorld are fantastic properties. Don't know too much about Grand Beach or Cypress Point. But now let's look at Las Vegas, Nevada. We're going to look specifically at Polo Towers here, 2-bedroom, 15,000 points. Where Hilton Grand Vacations at the Flamingo, a 7,000 point 2-bedroom just becomes 11,200 points. There is not really an even relationship there. Even if you look at some of the larger units at the Hilton resorts in Las Vegas, it's going to take a pretty big unit to be able to go to Polo Towers. Now, just also for your information, I'm also going to put a link to each of the kind of points charts for both systems, Hilton Grand Vacations and Diamond Resorts. I'll put a link in the description box below. So if you do want to look at some of your own scenarios here, you can check out those. Now, one thing to keep in mind when we're looking at these comparisons, when and if Hilton comes out with this combined program, and also a big if you buy into it, you're going to have to essentially look at what you own and, hey, what resort do I want to go to? Does it make sense to essentially keep booking through the system that I currently are a member of, whether that be Hilton's club, using your Hilton Grand Vacations points and booking other Hilton resorts, or exchanging through DRI and booking there. When you're talking about booking between the two systems, that's when you really want to look at, hey, do I really want to go there, or is there a comparable resort within the same system that is probably easier for me to get into, and probably also the same number of points, not going to be more points. Now, for somebody who potentially is at Polo Towers, they might be better off to book at the Flamingo if they could, but that may or may not be an option. Availability, the number of owners that are kind of working in this system, we're really going to have to wait and see how this all works out, how this all plays out, what specific rules are in place when they do finally come out with this program that they've been talking about since they originally announced their decision to acquire Diamond Resorts. So, kind of interested, are you a Hilton Vacation Club or Diamond Resorts owner? What are your thoughts on this email that hopefully you did receive? Let me know all about it down in the comments below. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help out these videos. And if you want to see more videos all about timeshare, check out the description box below. And for another video about the Hilton Grand Vacations and Diamond Resorts International merger, check out this one right up here and YouTube. They think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell. And until next time, let's make your next destination a timeshare.